The atmosphere was already buzzing with excitement when SZA took the stage under the expansive ceiling of SoFi Stadium on the evening of May 23rd. Tens of thousands of fans had gathered for the second Los Angeles show of the Grand National Tour, eager to witness Kendrick Lamar's innovative production and SZA's unique, genre-blending performance. A tangible sense of anticipation filled the air, as if the stadium itself was aware that something remarkable was about to happen. From the very first notes of SZA's set, the audience was entranced, singing along in unison and hanging on every note of her voice. However, no one could have predicted the moment that would alter the course of the night, and perhaps the entire tour. Welcome to Celebrity Cookies, where the tea is always hot and the stories come with sprinkles of surprise. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment with your take on the story. As SZA's band began the familiar opening chords of Snooze, a wave of surprise swept through the crowd. Spotlights illuminated one corner of the stage, revealing a figure dressed entirely in black. Gasps turned to cheers as Justin Bieber appeared, his presence commanding despite his simple outfit. His arrival, having last headlined Coachella's main stage nearly a year prior, sparked excitement throughout the stadium. Phones were raised, ready to capture a moment that was sure to go viral. Without hesitation, Bieber took his place at a secondary microphone, effortlessly blending his voice into the song's dreamy melody. SZA turned, her expression shifting from joy to focus, and their voices harmonized beautifully. Bieber's warm, resonant tone, despite his absence from stadium performances for months, complemented SZA's ethereal delivery perfectly. They exchanged verses with a natural chemistry rooted in mutual respect and past collaborations, but performing live on a 70,000-seat stage infused it with a new energy. Each chorus soared higher, and each harmony grew richer, until the final refrain resonated like a shared secret among the audience. As the last note faded, SZA reached for Bieber's hand, lifting it in triumph. He responded with a gentle kiss on her hand, an affectionate gesture that underscored their friendship, and sent the crowd into another frenzy. Confetti cannons erupted, showering the stage with shimmering silver like stars. Fireworks lit up the sky, illuminating the jubilant faces of two artists who had transformed a soulful ballad into a collective celebration. The surprise duet was the result of months of careful planning. Reports suggest that SZA's creative team had quietly suggested adding a second surprise guest for the LA show after Lizzo's performance at the initial event. Conversations with Bieber's team were kept highly confidential, and rehearsals took place at off-site studios to avoid any leaks. Production crews also set up extra lighting and audio equipment. The seamless execution highlighted the professionalism of everyone involved, and there was a palpable excitement backstage. Security staff exchanged hushed comments, believing they were about to witness one of the tour's most memorable moments. For SZA, incorporating surprise guests is more than just a gimmick. It aligns with her artistic vision. Her setlist combines themes of vulnerability and empowerment, blending traditional R&B warmth with experimental sounds. By inviting fellow artists and collaborators on stage, she underscores the communal nature of creativity. In Minneapolis, she embraced the closeness of her solo performance. In Chicago, rumors circulated about possible guests, and in Atlanta, social media teased more surprises. However, nothing could compare to the cultural blend of SZA's introspective lyrics with Bieber's global pop appeal. Justin Bieber's journey to this moment has been anything but simple. After his groundbreaking debut album, My World 2.0 in 2010, he quickly ascended to superstardom. However, the pressures of fame took a toll on him. The cancellation of his Justice World Tour a year early fueled speculation about burnout and mental health struggles. He took a step back from the spotlight, focusing on songwriting, producing, and selective acting. Fans eagerly awaited any sign of his return to live performances, wondering if he would ever again command stadiums as he once did. His surprise appearance at Coachella 2024 during Thames and Wizkid's set provided a glimmer of hope, a brief comeback that reintroduced him to festival audiences in a collaborative manner. Yet, that moment felt more like a guest spot than a return to his former headlining status. So when fans discovered that Bieber would join SZA at SoFi, disbelief quickly turned to excitement. Here was a star who had once filled arenas and top charts, now choosing to share the stage in a modest partnership, showcasing his growth as an artist and collaborator. The visual aspects of the performance amplified its effect. SZA's outfit, a rich combination of flowing fabrics and jewel tones, contrasted with Bieber's sleek black Balenciaga jacket and matching pants. The stage lighting shifted from indigo to violet, culminating in a dazzling burst of gold during the song's chorus. Camera operators captured intimate close-ups, Bieber's intense gaze, SZA's expressive eyes, and their intertwined hands. The large screens above the audience allowed even those far from the stage to feel connected to the chemistry between the duo. As the performance gained traction online, reactions were swift. Clips of Bieber stepping onto the stage amassed millions of views within hours. Comment sections were filled with speculation about possible future collaborations. Might they record a studio version of their live performance? Could this signal the beginning of a new joint project? Music bloggers scrutinized every note of their harmonies, while fashion critics praised Bieber's simple yet striking outfit. The event quickly became a trending topic on social media under various hashtags, drawing attention far beyond the usual hip-hop and R&B audiences. The music industry also took note of the excitement. Record labels recognized the marketing potential of unexpected live performances. Promoters saw this as proof that successful cross-genre collaborations could boost ticket sales and garner media interest. Other artists watched closely, inspired by how such spontaneous moments could enhance fan engagement and highlight creative authenticity. In a streaming-dominated era, live events seemed to reclaim their power to create unique experiences, with SZA's surprise at SoFi serving as a prime example of effective execution. However, the significance extended beyond mere virality. Both SZA and Bieber had faced personal challenges, SZA with public discussions about anxiety and self-esteem, and Bieber with his well-known advocacy for mental health. Their appearance together on stage conveyed a message of resilience and support. Their performance of Snooze, a song about finding solace in another's presence, took on added emotional significance. It felt as if they were reassuring fans that creativity flourishes through collaboration and that vulnerability can be embraced in the spotlight. The audience's reaction reflected this emotional resonance. Fans near the stage wiped away tears as they sang along, while those in the upper levels chanted Bieber's name in harmony with the lyrics. The stadium's acoustics, designed for such a large venue, delivered each note with clarity. Even security personnel found themselves quietly singing along while monitoring the crowd, and concession workers paused to absorb the remarkable scene unfolding just a few feet away. Backstage, SZA and Bieber shared a moment of calm before returning for Kendrick Lamar's headlining performance. They exchanged kind words and brief hugs, each acknowledging the other's talent. Production teams hurriedly prepared the stage for Kendrick's arrival, but the excitement from SZA and Bieber's performance lingered. Conversations about the night buzzed among road crews, tour bus drivers, and catering staff. It was a rare moment for two of music's biggest stars to surprise an entire stadium together. Kendrick Lamar seemed to genuinely appreciate the moment. Known for his surprise guest appearances, having featured artists like Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and Bono from U2 at various shows, he crafted the Grand National Tour to honor hip-hop's legacy and its modern ties. His reaction on stage after SZA and Bieber's duet, a broad smile and a nod of approval, spoke volumes. He recognized that the narrative of the tour extended beyond his own lyrics, serving as a platform for collaboration, pushing genre limits, and creating unexpected magic. As Kendrick launched into his next song, the vibe in the stadium shifted. What began as a major rap tour stop had transformed into a full-fledged music festival, blending pop, R&B, soul, and a sense of communal celebration. This signified a notable change in live music. Where festivals and tours were once strictly genre-specific, they now adopt a more fluid approach. Fans are no longer restricted to particular genres. They look forward to surprises. In the days that followed, ticket resale sites saw a surge in interest for the remaining tour dates. Cities like Glendale, Arizona, Las Vegas, Chicago, and Toronto all experienced rising resale prices and increased social media chatter. Fans who had missed the SoFi concert hurried to find tickets, hoping for similar experiences. Speculation about possible surprise guests grew. Would Beyoncé show up? Rihanna? Emerging artists whose names hadn't been mentioned yet. The possibilities seemed endless. Meanwhile, Snooze climbed back up the streaming charts due to renewed interest. Digital platforms prominently feature the live version, allowing listeners to enjoy the performance in high-quality audio. Spotify's curated playlists highlighted the track along with commentary snippets, while YouTube's algorithm recommended recaps to millions. The connection between the live event and streaming success illustrated how a single, well-executed surprise could resonate throughout the entire contemporary music scene. Critics praised the moment as one of the standout collaborations of 2025. Reviewers noted how Bieber's subtle style complemented SZA's emotional delivery, resulting in a duet that felt both polished and spontaneous. In-depth articles examined this moment within the context of each artist's career journey, SZA's ascent from indie favorite to arena-filling superstar, Bieber's evolution from teen idol to a mature artist navigating the complexities of fame. The consensus was clear: this was more than just a guest appearance. It marked a cultural milestone. Even industry insiders, such as talent agents, label executives, and festival organizers, took note of the event. They analyzed the logistics behind such a covert performance, including contracts, travel plans, on-site rehearsals, and risk management. Many expressed a desire to replicate this approach, while others cautioned that authenticity cannot be manufactured. The chemistry between SZA and Bieber felt real. Any effort to imitate it without a genuine artistic bond would likely fall flat. For SZA, her duet with Bieber at SoFi Stadium marked a pivotal moment in her career, a story she would share in interviews for years to come. She spoke about her trust in Bieber's artistry, the mutual respect that made their performance flow effortlessly, and the thrill of surprising her fans. Bieber, in turn, reflected on how performing alongside SZA's heartfelt songwriting rekindled his initial passion for music. Both artists credited each other with reigniting a spark that had dimmed during their time away from large-scale performances. The effects of that night also reached the technical crew. Video directors captured a multitude of angles, documenting everything from emotional crowd reactions to joyful moments on stage. Lighting designers experimented with new color palettes inspired by the performance. Audio engineers adjusted vocal mixes for future shows, applying lessons learned from blending their powerful voices. Merchandise teams noted a surge in Snooze-themed products, including limited edition vinyl and t-shirts celebrating the iconic collaboration. As the tour progressed, later performances in Toronto and beyond hinted at more surprises. However, the SoFi moment remained unmatched in its scale and spontaneity. Fans often compared subsequent guest appearances, regardless of their quality, to that night, raising expectations for future tours. Other artists took note. The element of surprise could elevate a concert from merely memorable to legendary, forging an emotional connection between the performer and the audience that outlasted any studio recording. Ultimately, the May 23rd show at SoFi Stadium will be remembered as a landmark event in live performance history. It showcased the joy of unpredictability, the advantages of artistic collaboration, and the enduring power of music to bring people together in awe. In a media landscape saturated with pre-packaged content and viral marketing, it served as a reminder that the genuine excitement of witnessing an unexpected duet can still captivate and resonate deeply. When the Grand National Tour concludes its final dates in New York City and the lights dim on the last encore, the SoFi surprise will remain in the memories of those who were there. Backstage photos and fan videos will emerge in retrospectives, capturing that fleeting moment when SZA and Justin Bieber created an experience that transcended genres, exceeded expectations, and reaffirmed the irreplaceable essence of live music. Above all, their duet demonstrates that despite living in a time ruled by algorithm-based playlists and instant entertainment, real magic happens when artists are willing to take chances, believe in each other's creativity, and fully embrace the moment together. That evening at SoFi, two stars came together, and the universe reacted with roaring applause, shared melodies, bright lights, confetti, and the unified heartbeat of tens of thousands singing together. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on the story.